Hey guys, and welcome on here for our team meeting. It is November the 4th. So this past month was very, very exciting. It was a low enrollment month, but our volume was through the roof. This was the highest volume we've had since July. So that goes out to you guys. So congratulations for everybody who had their clients put on LRP orders. The convention kits went through very, very high on our team as well. So congratulations to you guys, because again, it hasn't been this high in months and months and months. And it wasn't because of new enrollments. It was because of that residual part really, really coming back up. So this is really where the team has been growing stronger. So I just want to let you guys know. So again, October was a huge month overall PV, which is going to lead us into the next 2 months. So November's promotion is what I wanted to talk to you guys about for this meeting. So the product of the month is clove for this month. So the clove is available. It's not available for people who enroll this month. So product of the month is only for people who have already enrolled that are going on the LRP program for an order above 125 points that must be processed before the 15th. They will be eligible to get the clove for free. Okay, so that's how the product of the month works for those of you guys who are new. For the 15% off product, that is the Zen Just or the Digest Zen. Okay, so huge with the US Thanksgiving coming up, also huge with Christmas coming up as well. All the family get-togethers everybody's going to be having. So again, that one's for the 15% off as well. The Christmas products have been crazy. So those ones just came out a couple of days ago, and there's already products that are already sold out. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow morning, I'm actually going to go into the back office and see what is still available. A lot of the products have sold out for the US side, but not for Canada. So I'm going to find out specifically what products are still available, and I'm going to actually post them into the group with what is available as of date tomorrow morning. Okay, so that you guys actually know what is still there, and then you guys can keep on pushing those products as well for your clients. And as the month goes on, we're going to be getting new Christmas products being released. But again, if you guys have people who are interested, try to get them to order those products the same day that they're being released, because they literally sell that quickly. And I can tell you, was it 2 years ago? We had dryer balls that came with a free Purify oil that crashed the system. It was like down for half of the day because of so many people ordering those products. So same thing, just like how the lava diffuser, that one was completely sold out for the US. So if you guys have people that are really interested in those Christmas products, make sure they are ordering the day of if possible. Also, you guys, for this month, so how we talked about last week, I really want you guys to look at hostesses for November and December. This month's promotion is completely perfect for your hostesses because it's a hostess gift that you don't even have to supply. Right? doTERRA's already supplied you, so it works out absolutely amazingly. So you guys should have already been talking to people about the promotions, about hostessing a class, saying, hey, it only takes 3 to 5 people to have a class. It doesn't have to be anything big. Just need a glass of water, right? They don't have to go put on a show or anything. Make sure you guys are following up and speaking to them in person as well. Right? It's one thing to send it in a quick message until I sent off about 2 or 3, kind of got quiet after. So this week I'm going to be specifically picking up the phone and talking to these people because they're already sharing the oils as it is. So why not have a get together? And for us, this is how I always do it. When you have someone who hostess for you, they take the enrollments because they supply the people, unless they don't want them. And then you would take the enrollments. So that can be a conversation that you have with your hostess. If they want absolutely nothing to do with it and you can just give them a hostess gift instead, then that's fine. But the enrollment should go to them also because it shows them what they can be making in commissions and what they're going to be earning in PV this month that they might want to host for you again or actually do this as a business. Okay, so how it would work and how the promotion works for this month. Any person who enrolls with 100-point order, so that is any enrollment kit that we have is 100 points, or it can be singles, will get 50 PV back in their account. So $50, right? Whoever enrolled them also receives 50 PV. Okay, so that's 100. You put through a 100-point order, you guys are getting 100 PV back. There is no cap on this. And that's why I say, and I stress you guys, see if you guys can book your hostesses early on in the month, because if they do a class and they have, say, 3 people enroll, that's 150 PV for your hostess. It's $150 worth of free products that they can get. What can you guys do with 150 PV, right? So now they might actually want to book another class, maybe say like the 26th, 27th of the month. And what if they have another 3 people that enroll? They now have 300 PV in 1 month. And if they put through a 100-point order themselves, then they have commission from 6 people coming in. Do you see what I mean? Like this month can be absolutely huge for you guys for enrollment and really bumping up that PV and getting your hostesses in. I would incentivize your hostesses as well to do it this month because of the 50-50, but also still look at hostesses for December because we're getting into Christmases and get-togethers. You guys can do make and takes as well. So however you guys like to do it, whatever you're more comfortable doing. Simone, because you're on here, you guys can do like hair preps for getting into winter, right? Shelly, school sicknesses after Halloween, right? That kind of stuff. Fitness, same thing, getting through the holidays, getting ready into weight loss ideas. So there's so many different things that you guys can be prepping these hostesses for incentives as well, but getting them prepped for November and December. And also, there's a couple of things that I've already posted up in the team group. So there is, I posted it up on October the 29th, and it is, I actually shared it over from Holly's team. So if you go into our team files and go back to October the 29th, it's Launch Your Business Training. Okay, and this is going to be coming up for November 5th to the 8th at 8 p.m. It's all online, and you're going to be learning from the top presidential diamonds. Okay, there's a link in the post as well that you can go on and register. Okay, so that's in our team group, so please, please, please go take a look at it. I've already registered. It's 8 p.m. for a couple of days. Very, very beneficial for you guys as well. And I know that when I posted up the Excel sheets for the sharing papers for when you guys give out samples, I actually went on and made it so you guys can edit it. So I want you guys just to double check it to make sure that you can. If not, then let me know and we can kind of fiddle around with it and get that going as well. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, so 2 weeks ago, a week ago, Holly actually did a team video. I'm not too sure if you guys saw it or not. And she was actually prepping the team for BOGOs. When I talked to Dawn this week, she was prepping for BOGOs. So like I said, I am pretty sure, I'm 99% positive that last year we had BOGOs in November. Everybody is prepping for BOGOs this month as well. If it happens, it will happen after the 15th. We are more prepping it for either the 19th to the 23rd or 26th to the 30th. I'm kind of hoping it's going to fall the 19th to the 23rd, but we'll see. But what I want you guys to also think of, don't put your people off waiting for BOGOs. Okay, so don't postpone having a class or having a one-on-one consult because we might have BOGOs coming up, because it's a might, right? Just because we're all prepping for it doesn't mean that we know for sure, right? And if you enroll somebody on the 12th and we have BOGOs, fantastic. Now they can order BOGOs and get the PVs on their own account, right? So it doesn't make a difference. So really, plus they're gonna be getting the 50 PV back anyways on their accounts. So don't put your clients off, but we will end up doing probably a BOGO prep video coming up. Probably like the day we find out, we'll actually be doing a team meeting on BOGO prep as well. So I want you guys to start planning, and what you guys should already have is an Excel sheet that has all of your clients and their contact phone numbers or emails, however you contact with them, on an Excel sheet. I normally update mine probably about once a month, give or take. So what I have is an Excel sheet, and I think page A is all of my people who have enrolled, and page B is the ones that I have had consults with but have not enrolled. Everybody else either follows the page or I would contact so like specifically after, but it's those two Excel sheets that I'm going for first for my clients that are already enrolled that I'm taking care of because they come first, right? So they're on page A, it's name, phone number, and I have email, but I normally call or text. The second sheet is ones that I already have consults with because they already know about the products, they already know how they work, but there's a reason why. But BOGOs are a huge reason why people will come in. So what I would like you guys to do, if you haven't already, however it is best for you to keep control of your contacts, they need to be on a list so that if we get the notification for BOGOs, all you have to do is press print. Okay, and you have a full list. If you're doing the box idea, fantastic for calling, but it doesn't work for BOGOs. It's messy. It's way, way, way too messy. You need a sheet of people who are enrolled. You need a sheet of people who are not enrolled that you need to contact because you're basically going to send off mass texts to everybody. So just really, really get yourself organized. Again, I only update my sheet probably once a month. On the sheet, I just put the date that I last updated it. So I know where I have to go back. It takes me 10, 15 minutes to update it. This way, whenever we have a BOGO or something that's coming up, I can just press print. And I have everything right there at my hand, okay? So really look at just being organized a little bit earlier on this month in case of that coming up, that you're not scrambling for 24, 48 hours that we might have the notice for. Other than that, that's what I wanted to cover with you guys for this month for the prep coming up. We're gonna go over chapter 9 and 10. I still have to do 7 and 8 with you guys, but I don't want to hold back on moving forward. I don't want us to keep on being behind. I will do that for you guys this week and post it up so you guys can go back. But this week we are going to be talking about chapter 9, which is a huge chapter and a very, very overlooked thing of our business, which is the fortune is in the follow-up. Okay, this is something that I am huge for because we've already talked about this. People don't just jump on. Wish they would, but they don't. Okay. A lot of people, I can tell you, did a consult on Friday. They wanted more science facts, right? They wanted more information on the oils. They didn't believe me that peppermint actually has oil sacs on it, or that peppermint had oil in it, that there's no way that there was an oil in a peppermint leaf, that I was trying to explain to them and trying to Google pictures for them, okay? So people don't always jump on the way that we want them to. And with everybody's life the way that it is, everybody's busy. We all know that. We all have our own stuff we're dealing with, our own families, our own relationships, our own homes, our own jobs, you name it. Everybody's busy nowadays. So what I want you guys to look at is how you are following up with people on a regular basis. Are you only calling them, which is actually fantastic? Are you only sending them texts? Are you only sending them emails? Are you only Facebook messaging them? Are you only WhatsApping them? How are you always trying to get a hold of them? And are you or are you not getting a hold of them? And what needs to change? And then with everybody's busy lifestyle, I can tell you that with my callbacks, what I try to do is at least every couple of days, I actually go through my phone because I do a lot of text messaging, especially when I leave a voicemail, I always send a text, is I scroll back through a couple of days. I've always missed one almost because it ends up going down so far that someone might have replied that I didn't reply back to. Okay, so make sure that when you guys are contacting people, make sure that if they are contacting you, follow up and then keep on following up as well. I know my preferred way is always by phone or by text. I do find a lot of people just don't pick up the phone. People don't talk anymore. I find a lot of my clientele responds really well to text. I hate emails, but I know a lot of people do like emails. When I get emails, I delete. I literally, it takes a lot out of an email for me to look at it twice. Okay. Same thing with my text messages. I'm good at going through them, but I get a lot and my text messages do get lost. So make sure every couple of days that you're actually scrolling down farther to make sure that you have gotten back to everybody that you were speaking with. And then also to remember that it takes at least, it's between 8 to 15 touches before somebody might actually come in. So I want you to think about that, 8 to 15 touches. That can be a lot. Okay, most people don't come in and be like, oh, I want oils right on the spot. Some do, don't get me wrong, some do. Some have already heard about them, some already know what they can do, and they're full in and they want them. Some will go looking for you. Simone, I actually just saw your, what's it called? Your Instagram. I actually saw people messaging you. See how some people are coming back, right? So that was fantastic, but it takes time for that to start to happen, right? So make sure that when you are doing your touches, they also don't have to be about doTERRA. So also remember that as well, that you don't have to doTERRorize people. It's kind of funny, but you don't have to go after them, doTERRA. So I can tell you this week, on the way driving to post-convention, I got a message from a lady that I had messaged 3 weeks ago, that I had saw probably 9 or 10 months ago. And the message was, I talked to my husband, we would love for you to come over to our house again. I messaged this woman 3 weeks ago. And it's funny that she just messaged me back that day, right? How things will come back later on. Because when I spoke to her, obviously 9, 10 months ago, that wasn't the time. When I spoke to her 3 weeks ago, things were starting to get better, but they weren't ready. But now she's reached out. One of my girlfriends, Merlena, from where I used to work before, she was absolutely fantastic. Ran into her at the store, didn't get a chance to talk to her. And I meant to message her, and she messaged me the other day before I even had a chance to. Because I tried to talk to her when I saw her, but we were busy, and she was this way and I was this way, and I didn't see her again. But it was funny how that contact came back because health concerns have gone, right? So also when someone says not now or no, sorry, when somebody says no, that means not now. And you guys need to realize that, is that when we're doing this, we have no idea what is going on in somebody's life. You have no idea their stress, their family situation, a death in the family, we don't know. So right now might not be the best time. So this is where your 8 to 10, 15 touches might come in, and where things will start to come back later on as well. Okay, and also it can be product, it can be business, it can be doTERRA, be hi, how are you? For the clients that you're looking at that might be that you're following on Facebook, that's a great way as well. So either somebody that you've been kind of following that you know could really use the oils, or somebody that you've had a health consult with that didn't enroll, or even someone that did enroll but they're not on LRP. Keep an eye on what they're putting up. right? Because that might actually be a very, very good opening for you to step in. Again, I had another one this week, a mom who's got one child, twins, and just gave birth to a second set of twins. Congrats to her, because she does something I could never, ever do. And when she had those twins, I messaged her and just said, congratulations. She's a friend of a friend. I don't even know her. Right? I saw your post on Facebook. I couldn't believe it. Congratulations. I hope everybody is well. Right? A couple weeks ago, I saw a post, and she had put out a message saying that thank you for everybody who has been able to come and see the kids, but don't come right now. That there's actually one of her new twins actually has an issue and is susceptible. Don't come to the house. And I was like, oh. So I started keeping an eye on her Facebook post. And then the message the other day was, her kids are sick. Right? Everybody stay away from the house. The kids are sick. They're picking up stuff. So I just sent her a private message. I didn't put it out. And I said, I have On Guard here. I'd love to give you a sample if your husband can come by, or I can drop it off. Please just take it. And I went on her message and I just put sent PM. That's all I put. It started up a whole conversation Saturday morning. And then I found out that her grandma swears by On Guard. Right? So it's funny that her grandma already uses it. But it was just keeping up on that. And again, I had started a conversation back when she had those twins. Right? So it's just being there. So when you guys see posts like that, then be active on them as well. And you don't, again, I sent mine privately. I didn't post it up for everybody else to see. Right? It was just me to her and offering something to help. Okay? Also, when you guys are on your Facebook, make sure you guys are keeping it clean. So that is another big, big, big part. There's a lot of things that I'd actually like to post that I don't. I don't post any. I do post some things for the animals, because you guys know my heart, where my heart is with that. But I do not post on politics. I do not post on religion. I do not post on vaccinations. There are certain things that I do not post and I do not comment on. So even if I've watched a fantastic video and I 1,000, I was like, oh my God, I've actually written posts and been like, I can't put this. Okay, because at the same point in time, everybody sees what you guys post. Friends of friends and this and that, everybody's going to see stuff. So life is life, but we don't need to portray a negative or stressful life. So let's keep everything as clean as we can, keep it as businessy as we can, but still make it life. Like you guys saw when my Nana passed, I put up a big, beautiful thing for her. I kept it that way. I didn't put any negative things coming up to it. Right? So just try to keep everything as up as you can, because people follow you. People, just like how we're watching some people are watching you as well. Right? People are always looking to see what you're up to, what your pictures are, how your kids are doing, what you're doing with work, what are you going to put up next. So really just try to keep that stuff clean, clean, clean as you can. Also, the other thing that the book went into is that people are programmed to say no. So I want you guys, when you guys are contacting your people, think about what you're going to say before you say it. This was one of the biggest things that I changed, and I actually had this written down, because my call list is quite larger, because I do like to physically call people the most. And this is the one best script that I can explain this to you. So when I call people, I say, hey, Sarah, did I reach you at a bad time? Oh, no, now it's fine. Because I got that no out of the way. Versus what I used to do, hey, Sarah, is now a good time? No, it's not. I just shot myself in the foot. Okay, so people are programmed to say no. So think before you ask a question on how you can reword it to get that no out of the way, and to still make it beneficial, that you can still speak with them or to still continue on with what you wanted to do. So I'm going to say this one again so that you guys can have it. Did I reach you at a bad time? right? That's my favorite one when I call people. Hey, Sarah, did I get you at a bad time? Oh, no, 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 I'm just finishing up dinner. Okay, perfect. I just want to talk to you for a few minutes, right? I just wanted to go over whatever, right? Because they'll say no to that. It's very few people that actually say, yeah, you kind of did, because they are truly busy at that time, right? Because you're programmed to say no. And think of this when the kids come and ask you something. Mom, can I have a snack? No. Can I stay up late? No. Can I have the drink? No. Can I have this? No. Right? So it's the same thing being adults. You're programmed to say no. So just try to get that out of the way as quickly as you can. Also, when you guys are calling your customers back, call them, you can, for different reasons. So you guys can just call them to see how they're doing. I've been doing a lot of this with my enrolled customers to keep them engaged, and also just to see how they're doing with their oils or just with themselves. So I literally just call and say, hey, how are you? Just want to check and see how things are going with the oils that you have. Do you have any questions? Do you have any oils that you're not using as much that you need a little bit of help with or some information on? You can talk to them about LRP, especially with this time of the year coming up, going on supplements, On Guard oil, weight loss stuff for the New Year's resolutions. So there's tons of ideas there. You can talk to them about hosting for November, December, business, because it's huge as well right now with the PV that they can be earning as well. Also, if they haven't come to a class recently, then they can come in for a class. And you can just talk to them about new products as well. So you can be calling your clients saying, hey, look, we got this new product. I thought you'd be really, really interested on it as well. But just let them, just check in with people and let them know that you're thinking about them, because that does actually go a very, very long way. Also use different parts of the year for this as well. So I can tell you my call list in January, I've already started adding to it, because for me, January is a big one, right? Hey, hope you guys had a happy new year. How are things going, right? But you can use a new mom. So congratulations, hope everything's going well. Did you have a boy or girl? That kind of stuff. Kids going back to school, new information that might be perfect for somebody. So if we have a new product that's come out that you think is perfect for somebody, or we've put a post up, just tag your people. That's what it's there for. Hey, Laura, I thought this was perfect for you. Boom, boom, boom. Send it off. Okay. Again, calling people is the best, and touches don't have to be about doTERRA. Okay. So just call and say, hey, it's been a while. What are you up to? Right? Why don't we meet to go out for coffee? Why don't we have a play date with the kids? Right? Doesn't have to be about doTERRA. That's basically it for 9. So make sure you guys are doing that. I cannot stress enough, you guys are not bothering people when you're doing callbacks. If someone does not want you to call them, they will say so. Okay? And I can say in the years I've been doing this, I've only had 2 people actually say, you know what, I'm not interested, don't call. Okay, thanks, because now I don't got to call you, right? You're not interested. I can now take this one off my list and keep on going, right? Nobody else has ever said anything. And I actually have more people say, thank you for following up, because they never would have. Of course you wouldn't, because of your busy life, right? So always keep that in mind, that you're not at fault for doing your follow-ups. It's people's busy lives, and that's why you're not getting hold of them. So just keep on going at it, but make sure you're spreading them out. So I normally do new contact. So say it's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every other week, maybe once a month, and then you can start spreading it out from there, right? So do what you feel is best with the conversations that you're having. Okay, chapter 10, we're gonna go through this one actually quite quickly. This one is duplication. So this part comes back to me, this part goes back to Dawn, this part goes back to Holly, and it's funny that the things that Dawn didn't do, that I don't do, that I see in you guys, what are those things called? Rank sheets. Those rank sheets, that was my bad thing. And I see it a lot in you guys. Shelly, you're my good one. So this is how it goes. So your team basically does half of what you do, okay? So you need to be talking to more people every single day. Okay, you guys should be talking to people at least 6 days a week, getting those new contacts, and everything that comes down is from duplication. So what I do is what you guys do, is what your builders are going to do from you guys. But the basic part of this and the list of things that you guys need to be doing is adding to your list daily. Daily talking to people. Getting out of your house, talking to people. Okay? Reaching out to new people and doing your follow-ups. Okay, that we just talked about as well. If you guys need to, you guys can always do three-way calls. You can do them with me. If you need to, you can do them with Dawn if I'm not available. They are there for you. They are fantastic for business, people who are looking to do the business, or for people you're trying to close, are my two favorite ways to do them as well. You should always have events or classes booked weekly. Okay, at least have it on the date. This way, if you get asked, you can have one. If they're the only ones there, perfect. They're still there, they're still interested. So then do a private consult with them. It's even more beneficial to get more out of it. Every person you meet, you do a consult with, get a referral. Every single person, whether they enroll or they don't enroll, get referrals. And then make sure you guys are getting paid, not from your downline from enrolling, but from you guys enrolling, because you guys have been talking to people and actually doing the business. And have fun doing it. You guys have to be having fun doing what you're doing. Otherwise, why are you guys doing it? Right? That doesn't make sense. But you guys do need to be out there. And what I've always told you guys, your number one is not reading this book. Your number one is not doing your rank sheets, but you do need to have them done it eventually. Your number one is not doing Facebook ads. Your number one is new contacts. And number two is follow-ups. 1 and 2. These have to get done daily. Otherwise, your business does not move forward. Everything else can wait. But those are the two things that will move your business forward constantly, right? So new contacts, follow-ups. New contacts, follow-ups. Education groups are there. Training is there. Educational, everything is there. Literally, there's so much stuff to choose from. You literally have to pick and choose the right things. But the thing that you need the most are those contacts. So really just get out there and start talking to people. I'm going to post up the homework, but you guys already know. It's going to be chapter 11 and 12. Your follow-ups. So if you guys don't have your rank sheets into me, then make sure you guys have them into me as soon as possible so that we can start planning for November, because November is going to be huge, you guys. Don't let this month slip by. It's going to be huge for enrollments and getting, it's free PV for you guys too if you guys are enrolling, right? How much can you guys do with that extra PV coming in? And double checking. Make sure you guys are doing your 10 new contacts as well. There is in chapter 12, get into action part. So make sure you guys are doing that as well. And then you guys, there is, Shelly and I have gone out to LA Fitnesses, which have been fantastic this past week. I did a Brampton one, Shelly did an LA in Mississauga. We both had a lot of new contacts, good leads coming in. But you guys go out and have fun. So there's gyms, there's yoga studios, there's painting classes, there's cooking classes, there is your kids' sports, there is libraries. There are so many places to meet people. You guys have portfolios. You guys can walk into clinic centers. You guys can walk into all over the place and start talking to people and smile at people. And it is that simple to meet people that are going to be interested in alternative healthcare. So you guys, that is it for me. I'm going to stop the recording and just see if you guys have any questions.